Hey guys, Panda here. I've been asked by a few people to do a loadout video. Not exactly sure why, but alright. I guess we're doing a loadout video now. So obviously I'm going to start with Scout. So this is my goof off loadout. I use this loadout to basically just be a menace. Sometimes I'll switch out Sandman for a Pan, because the Pan's annoying and noise, and I'll switch out the guillotine with the criticola sometimes, because crits on a force of nature. It's really redundant. Alright. B, this is my pub loadout. That's pretty self-explanatory. I go in pubs with this. I have scattergun. It's pretty much stock except for candy cane, but sometimes I'll go with my bat, personal space invasion. But that's for when I want to try and impress everyone with my mad kill streaks. This is my competitive loadout. Oh, I haven't been naming the hats, have I? Oh well. That, and that. So I have basically stock just like you expect in competitive, but obviously, because I don't have Boston Basher, plus this was gifted to me by a really close friend, Omega, as you can see his name there. But I added kill streaks to it because, hey, sometimes you get lucky. But most times you don't, because you're not really using the sword to fight enemy gamers. You're using it to smack yourself so your medic can get his Uber charge. This is my MVM loadout. I use shortstop instead of like soda pop or force of nature, because you get more money, you get more heals from the money. But man, milk and fan of war, of course. That's my baseball cap, by the way. I don't know what I want to name it. Probably like Panda Bubbles or something like that. But I have my hot heels, my white painted hot heels, because black and white, obviously. And Dillinger's duffel, I actually got this recently because I thought, what better cosmetic for me to have an MVM on my Scout than one where he's carrying around a bag full of money, because, you know, Scouts are expected to gather money, and that's essentially it, unless you get into further waves, and then you can kill people. And these are all my taunts. I have all 3 Scout taunts because I'm a Scout main. And I have these too, but I mean, who cares? Alright, now my soldier. This is my goof out loadout for soldier. Why do I have 2 direct hits? I don't have a rocket jumper, so I just use gunboats. Plus that way, if I miss a market gardener, which I probably will like half the time, I can just, I wonder, oh god, I can just make up for it by shooting them with rockets. This is my pub loadout. Simple enough. Sometimes I'll switch out with Righteous Bison. No, Righteous Bison, because it's better than shotgun, and everyone knows that. Plus, in a pub, you're just usually going to be spamming rockets anyway. So, you're just spamming rockets at everyone. And if a Pyro's there, Righteous Bison is perfect because it does a ridiculous amount of damage, and it can't be reflected, and it doesn't need ammo. Well, this is my competitive loadout. I don't play competitive as soldier too much because I'm not very good at rocket jumping. I'm not very good at bombing. So, sometimes I'll play a few TF2 center lobbies as soldier. Usually like pocket though. Because that's the rollout I'm better at, and that's the role in general that I'm better at. This is my MVM loadout, so I usually would have a black box there, but I think I accidentally sold like pretty much everything for soldier at one time. I don't remember why, but yeah, that happened. So yeah, that's my soldier. My Pyro, one of the main events. This is my goof around / evil / why would I use this loadout? I don't even think I need to explain it. This is, why is it, okay. This is my pub loadout. standard stuff. Degreaser, flare gun, power jack. This is my competitive loadout. Degreaser, shotgun, power jack. Sometimes I'll switch out the shotgun with a homewrecker depending on which form of Highlander I'm playing. Like if we're playing like Koth, I'm probably gonna stick to homewrecker. But if we're playing payload, I'm probably gonna use power jack because I can use it on defense and offense, and it would be viable in both. This is my MVM loadout. I'll sometimes I don't really have a choice here on what I really want to do for it. So yeah. So I'll just put ham there. And that's pretty much it. Demo loadout. My demo loadout is a lot more specific. It's a lot more detailed, I guess. Cosmetics, I really like these cosmetics. I'm pretty sure this is just the default like set. Like I think this is how the set was supposed to be, minus the Glengarry bonnet, obviously. But I think the Glengarry bonnet looks way better than the bomber hat or whatever did. But this sometimes I use Eyelander a lot. Most times I use half Satoshi. But yeah, as you can tell, A is always gonna be my gimmicky loadout. B is always my pub loadout. So I always use loose cannon so I can practice some sick double dunks. Plus, loose cannon is my favorite grenade launcher. It's fun to use, fun to play with. And this is my not my pub loadout, my competitive loadout. So yeah. And this, of course, is my MVM loadout, which I don't know why I didn't have Scottish Resistance, but there we go. A lot of these seem to have reset for some reason. Alright, on to the next one. Heavy. Oh, no, this is interesting. This is my heavy loadout. Right now, I have the gimmick as Fat Scout. Sometimes I'll switch it out and be a friendly. So, there's that. This is my pub loadout. Tomislav sandwich. Gloves are running urgently. Standard stuff. This is my competitive loadout. It's basically the same as pub loadout, but instead of Tomislav, it's minigun. Again, that's like the Pyro. I'll sometimes switch it out for Tomislav, because in Highlander, it's heavy and Pyro. They can switch out a lot of their stuff most of the time, and it's very useful. Like minigun, I usually will start with minigun because that guarantees that we can get more damage out. So yeah. Brass Beast, this is my MVM loadout. So yeah. Excuse me. Alright. And this is my engineer loadout. There's not really much to say about this. This is gimmicky. This is literally just stupid. I don't know why I have that. I basically use this for contracts because I hate engineer contracts. I love playing engineer, hate the contracts for it. This is my pub loadout, standard loadout, but strange pistol, strange kill streak, and this is my competitive loadout. Someone's messaging me. Alright, and sometimes I'll switch this out with a Jag for like if we need a sentry up immediately, but a lot of times I just stick to wrench because that guarantees that I can, if I need to, knock a sapper off, rescue ranger it, like shoot it with a few bolts and kill the spy. This is my MVM loadout. Jag, obviously, because since I'm gonna be getting the firing speed upgrade anyway for the wrench, may as well spend less on it for that. Now we're at medic. We're almost done, guys. Alright, and then Blutsauger. And I don't, why is it Uber so? Oh, right, because I Uber chain with this loadout. So this is my medic. He's not interesting. Who cares about medic, right? Alright, let's just go ahead and skip that anyway. This is my sniper. Sniper is the gimmickly loadout, which is the bushwanker, as Scott Jaw called it. Hopefully he won't sue me for that, or I won't get sued for reacting to that. Alright, this is my pub loadout, standard stuff. I usually use this because I'm not very good with the sniper rifle in pubs because it's way chaotic in pubs. I can actually play competitive sniper pretty decently, but I usually won't play it because in actual matches or scrims, a lot of times your team will yell at you if you off-class is something that you're not, like, really good at. Because off-classing, it's a dangerous thing. It's my MVM loadout. It's basically my gimmicky loadout, but with a sniper rifle. Alright, this is my spy loadout. Gimmicky, because he's a weeb. This, because this one is just my pub loadout. I use Enforcer because it's good for, like, when you have a Pyro on the enemy team, because you can cloak, and if he sets you on fire, you can be disguised by that time and then shoot him with a really high damage and get a health pack that's nearby, or die. But at least you got a kill. Then you have this one, which is stock, but I meant to use that. Sometimes the big earner is really useful in competitive, I've found, with the very few times that I've played spy in competitive, because the big earner can basically guarantee that if you're doing your job as a spy in Highlander, right, you can just backstab the medic and then get whoever else is nearby him, because most of the times people are going to cluster around the medic, because if he gets bombed, they're gonna want to take the blunt of the damage or die for the medic. This is my MVM loadout. Pretty standard. And that's it. You saw my loadouts. Now please, don't ask to see my loadouts ever again or I will kill you. Thanks for watching, guys.